Hey people, Indrid here, Privy 3, Techmarine Purification Plant, Blue Team. We have some Eldar, KazKyzah as a Farseer support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs and control, the Exodites elite scheme here. UncensoredAngel is a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat to some powerful disruption and support, the same Han elite scheme. And alongside them is the Ultramarines champion with a Plague champion. Starts off with a damage over time bolt gun, can get to melee weapons, debilitates enemies and supports allies, can repair your stuff too, and the Death Guard elite scheme. For the red team, bunch of Imperial forces. We have Sir Gunther the Kaiser as an Eversor assassin, a risk-reward melee brawler that explodes on death, alongside some Space Marine players. Machine Elf as a Techmarine, starts off with a ranged weapon, can support with structures and repair, also get a melee loadout. And rounding off the teams, KamikazeGandhi as an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default, begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Some good old Blood Ravens on that east side. Western VP may be turning red. We've got Tax here, we've got Strat Squad here, we've got the Techmarine himself here. Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, Strat Squad looking for the push. Banshees on the prowl though, and the Plague Champion rotating across. The Strat Squad went in way too early, I think, taking huge amounts of damage from the power melee Howling Banshees. The Warlock got messed up though. The Strat Squad leave. They did drop a model. The Psychon popped on the Eversor Assassin. Starting ability giving him more damage output and more damage resistance, but spending health to activate it. Flees. Machine Elves, Techmarine backed off. So did the Scouts with shotguns in play. Tactical Marine still here too. Now getting shots on some Banshees. Plague Champion is going to back off apparently and help Cap, maybe thinking that these Banshees are going to need to run soon. Meanwhile, on the east side, Tactical Marines flee the scary power weapons of the Howling Banshees of KazKyzah. The Farseer, of course, can support them straight away with Guide, but arguably the Warlock can support them better maybe. He's got the Cloak of Shadows. He can do Enhance, he can do Channeling Runes. Oh hey, Heavy Bolter turret up immediately for the Plague Champion on the west side, and they've got the VP. Can get around it. Has that limited firing arc, so he can scoot around the western edge or come from the mid. But it's got double CSM looking after it. The Plague Champion can repair it, and Heretics are coming through. They could also repair the turret if needed. Not to mention, of course, the Guardians of UncensoredAngel over there could repair it. Rangers are up for UncensoredAngel. Starts off with these debuffing Shuriken pistols. You see the debuff there on the Techmarine. He'll take more damage now. Looks like they're keeping their pistols for the moment. Plague Champion coming over very slowly with some Noble Worship to help out. Not sure what Machine Elf was trying to do there. Just maybe trying to take a look at what was going on back there. Get some shots in from an angle maybe. Banshees on the prowl again. And decapping the wreck point is the Warlock. No war gear here. Double Rangers up though. KazKyzah's got a little bit of XP. Throws Guide on the Shuriken, boosting damage and range. We've got Purification Vials and already a customized Stormbolter. Not to mention Flame Attacks in. Gonna try and get onto the power. I'm not sure why that was thrown there. To catch the Farseer? Why would you want to catch the Farseer? Maybe expected the Banshees to follow her through. There's a shotgun blast on the Howling Banshees. Now they need to pour damage on them. Did some decent damage, but the Farseer did a great job tying up those tacks. Almost got a model, maybe. Shuriken now comes up to support this power push. Guide thrown on the Guardians. Strat Squad getting through the mid. Now being shot to absolute pieces. The CSM should have tried to get into a melee position there, maybe as they were shooting. Could have got a model, perhaps. Eversor Assassin, you okay there, bud? Look at this. Executioner Pistol's in. And Sinskin Body Glove is in, and down he goes. There's that death explosion thing he's got going on. Rangers now with their long rifles. Pathfinder gear gives them that. Also allows them to Kinetic Pulse and deploy hollow fields. They can do a lot for your Rangers if you're good at using them. Are we going to see... Oh, there we go. An Assault Squad. Machine Elf has one. KamikazeGandhi has one. KazKyzah was pushed off the power, looks like. At least one of the gens was bashed there because he just saw it get replaced. Meanwhile, through the mid, a push from Machine Elf. knowing that he dunks on the double CSM with the Assault Marines in. But here come Howling Banshees. Focuses them down quite well. Plague Champion getting some good shots on the Assault Squad. They're trying to force the CSM off the field, because otherwise this is what happens. They can turn and shoot. But didn't want to chase them anymore, I guess. Getting a bit too close to base. Comes around the side. Flame attacks making short work of the turret. Down it goes. Should have been a bit livelier to that maybe, and tried to help repair with these Guardians. I'm not sure if they could have saved it. Here comes the Eversor Assassin back to his feet, popping the Cyclone, taking some sniper shots from the long rifles here. Grenade goes in. That was an impact grenade from the Stormtroopers. So Gunther the Kaiser, are you going tier 2, bud? Probably. Got no other units on the field, I don't think. Spent resources on war gear. And got the Tomes of Titan, and also got the Sergeant on these fellas. 497 to 384 on the VPs. Banishment chucked into some CSN, didn't seem to bother them too much. There's some Nurgle Worship now, and these fellas have their grenade launchers. Nurgle Worship providing, I believe it's 3.5 health per second, which is bloody nice for all your units in range. Does lock down your heretics, of course. They can't attack while they're worshipping. Level 2 Eversor flees. There's some more Nurgle Worship. Using those heretics well with that worship, isn't it? Just chuck out their grenade barrage and start worshipping stuff. Using the heretics quite defensively so far. On the east side, Assault Squad jumping up. Oh, into the path of a Shuriken and Howling Banshees there too. Don't see Guide. Oh, was it on the Guardians? Assault Squad do not drop a model. Trying to push here and open up the vials. There it is. Vials kind of thrown on the Shuriken. Not quite on them, but had to retreat. An ill-advised push in the end. I mean, he knew that KazKyzah had a Shuriken, right? So jumping before you see the Shuriken was a mistake, I think. Howling Banshees here with the aspect of fleetness. Allows them to jump over objects and gives their Exarch in tier 2 if they get one. Some fancy power sword, mirror swords or something they call them. I don't know if that's an actual Eldar thing, someone will know. Just saw the neurotoxin there. And I'm not sure if he can survive this. Is that hypermetabolism on him too? I think so. Sin Skin and Body Glove makes the Psychon better. Oh, look at that. Was actually well judged there by Gunther the Kaiser. Yeah, that's hypermetabolism, giving him health and energy regen, is it? No, it's just health regen, maybe. Yeah, there it is. There's the vulnerable state at the end of it. On the east side, though, Tax in trouble, dropping a model. And they were on their arse for some reason. Maybe a grenade hit them. Banshee's not involved in this, apparently. Oh, they bashed the node, but now they're standing there. Farseer goes down. So, KamikazeGandhi's been up against it. I'm not sure how many times this has been bashed, though. I think he's lost like 2 or 3 gens. The Shuriken and Banshee combo they're really struggling with here. Needs to get close enough so that these guys can jump the Shuriken and then follow them in very quickly afterwards. And shut down the Farseer with the full auto, of course. Well played, Machine Elf through the mid. Gets a decap on the VP. Now we have a melee Plague Champion on the field with that Plague Sword. And Fetid Armor. We'll see how it does. Not something I'd go for on like a big long map like this. The Fist, yeah, you can see the Fist helping you cap the VP on the west side. Having to get close with this sword and not having a huge amount of hit points that you would get from Armor of Pestilence. We'll see how this Plague Champion does. It's got a lot of good targets, that's for sure. This power melee Plague Sword that ignores melee resistance, really effective against the Assault Marines. There we go, creating a zombie look immediately. Immediately having success with it. Those guys jumped. And I don't know why those guys, the zombie was jumped back for some reason. There we go, another zombie with a jump back. Very, very useful. Plague Champion doing an amazing job already. Farseer back to her feet, has the Spirit Stones. Now have a zombie Tactical Marine. 481 to 301. KazKyzah with the Wraith Guard up. Those big old Wraith Cannons good versus all targets through the mid. What's going on? We have a Rhino eating grenades, apparently, has popped smoke and has a heavy bolter turret in play. Eversor Assassin's not pleased with them trying to take out his Rhino. I mean, I imagine he's not pleased with much, is he? Onslaught Injectors are in, though. more charge range and more speed and more melee skill every tier. By that they mean tier of the HQ, which is tier 2 at the moment. Some Nurgle worship there. The Eversor jumps into the Rhino. What's the response to this then? Well, Fire Dragons and Plague Marines, and of course the Wraith Guard could mess it up. A turret on the east side now to help out KazKyzah. They've done a great job already over here. A bunch of dead Marines. Did you lose a Marine? No, I don't think so. They're alive. They're alive. Sneaky scouts. Yeah, there's no detectors over here, so they could look to open up the fight with a grenade on something. The turret really messes things up, although the Shuriken, I think, should be repositioned when this turret is here to either cover it or move up and be covered by the turret. Look at that, Wraith Guard. Just deleted those scouts with some Guardian support there. And those were fully upgraded scouts, weren't they? I'm not sure if they had their elite training as well. Yeah, they did, because they were sneaking around, weren't they? On the west side, Rhino still doing some good work. Rangers can't do much against it. Banshees not really either when they have the aspect of fleetness. What is this though? That's the Witchblade of Kurnus in play for the Warlock. Very dangerous melee weapon, can do that. Bad news for these Marines that are around. It's a power weapon. Plasma Cannon gets a good shot. We've got some chosen Plague Marines now for Ultramarines champion. And of the regular Plague Marines, the non-chosen ones. But we love you, but I mean, I do. Plague Marines are awesome. You'll be chosen one day and get some fancy knives. Little bit of XP on those chosen Plague Marines already. East side then. Farseer levels to 2. Full power bash. Is Machine Elf going to rotate across? Looks like he is. With Sergeants on the Assault Squad and on the Tax. Kicking off though on the west side. Rhino's done well so far, eh? Level to 2 already. Rangers trying to stop the Eversor. But he's level 4. He's doing well. Runs away now, level 5. And the Rhino comes over to mess up the Rangers. I hear Banshees yelling somewhere. I guess it's KazKyzah's, yep. In amongst the Marines. Oh, hey, Vanguard Veterans for KamikazeGandhi. That's a strange pick. Well, I mean, it's a good unit, but goes tier 3, and this is the first thing that he gets. Spent money on these fellas. Replace the scouts, which I think is a good idea on this narrow area. They can do some good work with shotguns, I think. I mean, Vanguard Veterans very effective against the Wraith Guard, and maybe they're thinking better melee fighters, so they'll hold up better against the Howling Banshees too, especially with Apothecary's support. Bios hasn't really paid off for KamikazeGandhi. Maybe Purification Rites would have been the safer pick and the more reliable pick. What is this? Oh, Plague Champion's fallen over. What's going on? Leave him alone. Chosen Plague Marines also dropped a model. 350 to 301 on the VPs. Rhino backing off, being used very well so far. Up against double Fire Dragons, though. For UncensoredAngel, he's dropped the Guardians. Yeah, they made very short work of the Rhino there. That was nuts. Supported by that Cloak of Shadows. Could sneak up to it. Overcharged Techmarine plasma gun now. Tied up by the Warlock, though. With Signum armor on the way. I think that's why he's staying in play here. Oh, there he goes. Retreats. We're trying to stay in here to get the mark target on something, maybe. Warlock on the plasma cannon fellas now. Takes that one with 2 hits there. Although they were retreating, I guess. Psychon Eversor. Wrecking some Fire Dragons. But they're okay. Plague Champion still needs to revive. Puts the shrine up in an odd spot there. Usually you'd want it on the side or maybe slightly hidden, perhaps. That's just plonked it in the middle there. Banshees through onto the Tax. Bad place for those fellas to be. So this is where Purification Rites would have been amazing. It's such a nice piece of war gear. Typically going to do more for you than Vials will, although Vials, a couple of really good throws can like wipe units. But I think for consistency and all-around usefulness, Rites are amazing. Plague Marines, you're going to try and cap again, fellas. Nice push here from Ultramarine's champion, even though the Plague Champion's still down. He's almost level 2 as well. Grey Knight Terminator's coming in for Sir Gunther the Kaiser. Did he get nothing else on the field? Just the Rhino. Straight to Terminators, I guess. Don't think you're going to do it, fellas, yet. KazKyzah's got you in its sights. 3-2-3-2-8-5. That's a ballsy jump. Chosen Plague Marines are right here, and these guys both have Mark of Zeech. And there's Nurgle's Rot to create zombies. Can they get one? They do get one. That's from the Chosen Plague Marines. They can also... They got two. They also passively damage nearby enemies. Awesome unit. Very tough. Not very mobile. But if you jump next to them, it doesn't matter, does it? Stormtroopers here with their Acolyte fella. And plasma guns on the way. This is a bad spot to be in Strike Squad. Oh, they ran. Why did they run? They were blasting that Strike Squad. Chosen Plague Marines for full hit points. I'm not sure why they ran there. 3-2-3 to 2-6-9 on the VPs. Blue team have the Western VP still. These guys grabbing the wreck point. KazKyzah still putting pressure on the eastern side, southeast corner here. So we see Machine Elf again having to rotate over. Level 3 scouts. Scouting ahead. May look for a grenade. But they're gonna... Oh, they don't have the energy. There we go. They already chucked it, that's why. Decent hit. Wraith Guard coming in, though. Those Wraith Cannons are nasty. Very, very nasty. Banshees get in. Plasma Cannon. Oh, they ran before the Plasma Cannon done its thing. But we do have Terminators on the field for KamikazeGandhi. 3-2-3 to 2-4-2 on the VPs. What is this? That's an Eversor. Getting the Rangers out of there. There's a webway down there. Grey Knight Terminators already took huge amounts of damage. Yeah, this could be dicey. They're up against double Fire Dragons and double Mark of Zeech CSM. Not to mention those Chosen Plague Marines and that Plague Champion. That can all get in there and do some work. These guys need to be looked after. And that might be tough. The Apothecary is all the way on the other side of the map. Can't really heal him very easily. We've got Seer Council in play for KazKyzah. Keeping their power weapons for now because they don't really have a vehicle to go up against. So that's smart play. Don't need to just rush the heavy melee spears out. Get more damage with the power weapons against the Marines and the Terminators. What is this? Oh, that's the webway I saw earlier. 3-2-3 to 2-3-6. 90 odd VP lead for the blue team. And they're looking pretty strong. But we got tier 3s all around, and we know what Space Marines can do in tier 3. Can they turn the corner here? They're getting their power bashed on this side. What is this? Vanguard Veterans with a very brave jump. Trying to get the Shuriken. Weird retreats, but they just took too long to retreat, I think. Seer Council on retreat path. Oh, somehow they made it through them. Made it through them. Seer Council's very low there. Now fighting Terminator Power Fists. Decided to keep them in play for a bit. Vials. Dodged. Really hasn't been able to get a good throw from what I've seen. Terminators teleport out. Can't believe those Vanguard Veterans got away. Apothecary also gets away. What about these Terminators though? Can they get away without dropping a model? It's going to be unlikely, I think. Banshees are chasing. Where's the guide? Has guide been used already? Have their assault cannon up. They dropped a model there. Got gun scouts helping them out. West side, we see a push. Oh, it's Grey Knight Terminators with their fancy flamer, the Incinerator. It's like tripled the DPS or so, I think, of a Tactical Marine flamer, for example, at 12.5 DPS. Warlock and the Plague Champion down, though. That's pretty good for the red team, although the Eversor's down as well. Level 8 Eversor Assassin. He's done some real work on this side. The Shrine finally goes down. Stayed up much longer than I thought in the middle there. And we have a Predator tank for Machine Elf. Can Sir Gunther get something else on the field just to flesh his army out a bit? Might be worth getting some purgation with the Psychic. Just to kind of sit here and shoot stuff. Oh, Warlock's back to his feet. Did he just repurchase and run back here? Must have, right? Gonna go down again. He's not happy. Eversor got in there. Who was also repurchased, I suppose. Red team, I think, are going to take the west side. Can they stabilize on it, though? Can Gunther get something else on the field? Maybe he's looking for Vortimers or Land Raider or something. Central power being taken by scouts. I thought they had 5 models for a second there, but that's just the corpse. Tank doing tank things through the mid. There are Plague Marines here, though. That missile launcher of theirs will snare vehicles, which often gets vehicles killed. The Heretics make it out, though. 7 hit points. Go, go, go. Land Raider Phobos on the field now for Ultramarine's champion. Those chosen Plague Marines. Oh, they haven't leveled up yet. Nurgles rot on the Terminators. Can they get a zombie Terminator? That'd be amazing. These guys exploding on death, which heals the other models and damages enemies. They're going to die, though, to these Terminators. They can't take them on alone, that's for sure. Down they go. Phobos takes out the tank, although there's a bunch of Eldar surrounding it as well. And it crashes into the Phobos, look. Big push down the mid by KazKyzah. Looking to get revives, maybe. She can revive them with the Spirit Stones, right? Just won't get the XP for it. I think that works. Eversor Assassin, level 9 this fella. Look at this guy. Is it worth getting a melee weapon up now? Because he'd get massive damage bonuses with it at level 9. I mean, get the axe in it to buff the Terminators. Okay, Vortimer Razorback is in. Would also buff the allied assault squads and stuff. Up the east side then is KamikazeGandhi, taking advantage of KazKyzah rotating mid. Now has to get through this though in retreat path. Did get a full power bash. There's a time field. Trying to set up the fight. You're just going to leave? I think you should just leave. Yeah, just come through the mid and leave maybe. Didn't panic retreat. Level 4 Apothecary. Fire Dragons have found some tactical marines, though they're having a rough time getting away. Need to hit that retreat button, buddy. Down they go. A stun on the Apothecary. Oh, the Dirgecaster went off. That's a stun and a debuff. Terminators cannot retreat. Need a bit of support to try and get away here. Maybe you should invest in a Librarian. Eh? There's an Orbital. Catches... They put them all on the same spot. Oh, come on now. Whose Orbital was that? I think it was Machine Elves. Machine Elves, an experienced player, should not be putting the beams in the same spot. Does he have orbs or something? Was he trying to shut down... Oh, here we go. It's because of orbs. He was trying to shut down the Phobos and then beam it down, I think. Which was a decent plan. Ordinarily, you shouldn't put all of your beams on the same spot. There's Bio Meltdown and Hyper Metabolism on the Eversor Assassin. Hyper Metabolism's worn off, though. Got some fun globals, this fella, isn't he? Still chasing those Wraith Guard, and he gets blown up by the Phobos. The las cannon to the back of the head. Avatar on the field for UncensoredAngel. All 3 blue heroes down, though. That's a massive deal. Avatar with Wrath of Cain. Taking damage from the Vortimer. The Vortimer's got a Psy Cannon on the back, which is good versus all targets. It's a very quick vehicle. Las Cannon slowing it down. It's a lot of damage on the Avatar. Doesn't look like they want to chase it. And more Terminators in for KamikazeGandhi. Another Vortimer for Gunther. Can they get the Eversor back? They could. They don't know what's up there, though. Avatar should be stomping back to base to heal up, but it's not doing it at the moment. Fire Dragon's looking for a flank. And a D-cannon set up in a strange spot. Could get some good shots. Gets jumped, though. And Strat Squad coming through as well. They defend the contested for now. Can the blue team rally? Did the Seer Council get the fancy spears? They did. They've seen those Vortimers, and there's a Land Raider on the way as well. That's going to help there. Another Plague Marine squad. Always a solid choice. Some power bashing on Eastern Edge is what you hear. These guys have found the webway. That's where those fellas came out from, I guess. Down it goes. 228 to 117 on the VPs. Vanguard Veterans are level 2. What about these heroes? Level 6 Techmarine here. Can he get the orb on the Phobos? They don't have any other nukes though. Level 10 Eversor down. Level 4 Apothecary. He's running away for some reason. Maybe he got too close to something. Armor of the Apothecary would be good. Big blob in the middle here to heal. 208 to 117 on the VPs. Vanguard veterans jumping in, but they are going to meet a huge amount of melee in their face there. Seer Council and Howling Banshees on them. Seer Council providing that 15% damage resistance around them to ranged fire. Eldritch, Wading Doom. I see Mark target on some CSM too. Banshees and the Seer Council, a terrifying duo at the front of your army there. Avatar's going to go down though. Grey Knight Terminator is pretty effective against this fella with their Howl Melee Halberds. Vortimer trying to finish it off and does so. Couldn't quite get here in time to help it. The Plague Champion. Double CSM off the field now. Phobos takes out the Vortimer though. Is there still one? There is still one. It's very injured, or rather damaged, I guess. There's the Land Raider Redeemer for Machine Elf. And reinforced nearby squads that can also retreat back to it. Double Assault Cannon Terminators here. That can suppress stuff, and if they're both shooting at the same target, they should suppress it pretty quickly. You can't suppress the Wraith Guard though. So maybe they could target the Seer Council and suppress them nice and early. Imperial Abyss from the Plague Champion, Nurgle flavored of course. Shrine goes up. Land Raider took a fair chunk of damage there, but it's still going. Techmarine looks like he's looking for the orb here. There it is. Chucks the orb. Shuts down the Phobos. Is there anything to follow up though? Not really. Las Cannon's too far away, I think. So is the Plasma Cannon. The Champion goes down. Oh, we do see the axe now. For the Eversor. Did he just take out both of those heroes? He's gone absolutely mental. He'll be doing like 35% more damage at level 10 with this thing. And kill zone is amazing. Kill zone's great for these Terminators when they're in a big melee fight. 171 to 89 on the VPs. Fire Prism in play. Well, KazKyzah. KazKyzah's got a huge army to try and manage now. So does the Plague Champion. Vanguard veterans jumping in. With the Power Fist, they can threaten the Phobos a bit. And red team retaking the Western VP. 171 to 77. Blue team 100 VPs or so lead. Plague Shrine goes down. Is that the official name for it? Plague Shrine? That's what I'm going to call it. There's that suppression. Nice and quick from the double assault cannons. And the Land Raiders staying back. Providing some great support. Does the Vortimer get away? Oh, it survived. It has survived. Techmarine can use Blessing of the Omnicide to repair all allied vehicles on the map, although 2 of them are fully repaired now, so just use some scouts or something in it. Where's the Techmarine himself? Must be inside the Land Raider. I can't select him. 171 and 76. Blue team back on the VP. Got 2 heroes down here though. Terminators teleport in, and Pain draining energy now with their melee attacks because of the tome that they have. Live Heresius also gives them that Incinerate. 171 to 76 on a 1-to-1 cap. Can they get the Phobos down? Las Cannon's getting shots in. Grey Knight Terminator is doing what they can. Could see a Melter Bomb maybe on the Eversor. He's got the friends on. Wraith Guard deleting the Vortimer. Level 4 Wraith Guard. Mark target on them though. They were trying to put some damage on the Land Raider. But the Techmarine said no, he had marked target and he was overcharged plasma in their faces, I think. Eversor's gone absolutely ballistic. Just killed something else. 150 to 76 on the VPs. I can't remember exactly what Killzone does. More melee damage and more melee skill, is it? Or is it just melee damage? Terminator's chasing the Phobos all the way up back. If they had their Psy Cannon on, they would have finished it. Kind of surprised when I don't see them get the Psychic, and it's such good utility having that anti-everything damage. Vanguard Veterans trying to finish off the Phobos. They get it. We can see the off-map Vindicare support activated by the Eversor, providing vision on every unit momentarily. Purification Vials tucked in there too. Terminator standing in front of the base and shooting the crud out of stuff. Massive push by the red team. Plague Champion lost almost everything. There's an Eldritch. Those guys teleport just in time. Just in time. 90 to 76. I think that push did it for red team. Another Phobos on the way. I mean, KazKyzah still got a big, dangerous army. Always switched it out to the Great Unclean One. We got triple D cannons here. They need to move though. Has Angel given up? Looks like Angel's given up. 78 to 76. Unfortunate. He's trying to concede most likely. Other guys are still fighting, I think. Yep. They're still giving it a go. These guys going straight for the VP, I think. Mark target on them though. 65 to 76. KazKyzah still trying to get things done. Look at that Eversor assassin. Friends on, Psycho on, everything on. Big Eldritch. I can't get the hits on the Land Raider though. What is this? Oh, Plague Marine's got to the VP. And a Noxious Cloud thrown in. They've already chucked their impact grenade, these guys, which is why they're not using it now. What is this? Singularity? Oh yeah, from there, look. So UncensoredAngel did come back and start fighting again. Using a webway? Yeah, he must have used a webway to get up here. Bunch of singularities, getting some good shots. Big booms. Decapped VP, 48 to 76. Blue team not giving up. Great Unclean One is out somewhere. Where the hell is he? There he is. Seemed a bit confused for a second, but now he's moving forward. Another D cannon for UncensoredAngel. And they could be a game-winning unit, the D cannons. Plague Champion now with the Plague Fist, going for Armor of Pestilence as well. And he's got Mucus Discharge, so he's very good at capping stuff. Goes to revive the Warlock. 48-76 deal with a 1-to-1 cap. Terminator Librarian in play. Throws up the Sanctuary. Not going to help you against the Greater Demon though, there, bud. He's alright. Foul Snare. No Foul Snare to finish him. I think it would have done so. Warlock's back on his feet, but not for much longer, maybe. Down he goes. Plague Champion trying to get the cap. He's not going to be able to do it though. Now both those heroes are down again. Where's the Farseer? She's back at base. She needs to get moving. KazKyzah's too busy microing this stuff, I think. 46 to 76 on the VPs. Great Unclean were doing a great job on the front line, soaking up damage. But look at the Eversor go absolutely mental again. Everything active. Being outrageous amounts of damage. 46 to 76 still though. Orbital in the back. A couple of singularities. Oh no, those guys are too close to those singularities. Friendly fire. Huge amounts of friendly fire. That wiped KazKyzah's army almost over there. Great Unclean One is down. Eversor still going. Oh, now he's gone down. Yeah, I think he wiped out some chaos stuff in there too. Plague Marine's down. 38 to 76. I said the D cannons could be a game-winning unit. Maybe they just lost them the game with that big multiple singularity doing friendly fire. Eversor's back. He's been absolutely immense, this guy. A menace. Blue team concede. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Level 5 Farseer in play. Level 3 Plague Champion down at the end did have that fist. Level 3 Warlock. Did he get something else? Just a Witchblade of Kurnus? I can't really tell. Level 10 Eversor Assassin. Absolute beast. Level 10 Techmarine. Can't discount the plasma gun doing work. And a level 7 Apothecary too. Did have Armor of the Apothecary at the end. Awesome game. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see ya next time.